your family needs to know where a copy of your will is and all your other estate documents.
Welcome to a better lifestyle. I am your host, Richard, and I will be with you throughout this journey. This show is here to empower individuals to do more in life professionally. You will find a variety of topics that will help you to be more productive and more successful. So join me and the professionals from different industries as we bring education and knowledge for more success.
Hi, everybody. My name is Richard. Today we're talking about estate planning and will prep. I know it's not a good topic to talk about, but we are going to go one day. And a good planning is very good to avoid conflicts, wars between families, headaches, and a lot of situations that can happen. So today I have Shaleen Kim. She's going to do a brief presentation about will prep and estate planning. She's with a company that she's going to mention, and she's going to talk about the products and the services that they offer. So if someone is planning to do estate planning or will prep or thinking about funeral and stuff like that, I know it's not the things that we like to talk about, but like I said, it can avoid a lot of conflicts at the end. So Shaleen, please introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, and you could start after your presentation.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Richard. Hi, everyone. It's good to see all of you. Thanks for tuning in. So I am one of the managing directors for Everest, and we are actually a very unique company, and I'm really excited to share a couple of things that we have to offer. And this might be something that you might be really interested in too. So we are a company that's based in Houston, Texas, but we do operate across North America, so Canada and the US, and we actually specialize in final expenses, final arrangements, expenses, as Richard mentioned, estate planning, planning ahead when a loved one passes away. We're kind of with that idea, well, what do I do? How do I get all of this done? And so we are a funeral concierge service. We offer a lot of cool tools and something very unique. As you can see on the screen here, the concierge is the planning piece. There's going to be an insurance aspect with our services, and we have a lot of tools that really help for the first steps of estate management. So when we look at this box, sometimes it's really good to break it down into smaller pieces. So for example, like this. And we are essentially a concierge service that's rolled into a life insurance policy. Yes, that is correct. And when a loved one passes, we do help plan the funeral. We are available 24/7 anywhere around the world. We're really known for negotiating in terms of pricing on behalf of the family. We offer protection, which is an insurance aspect. If families need money right away, we can offer up to $20,000 in as quick as 2 business days, which is tax-free. Other than that, before someone passes away, there's a lot of tools that we can use to plan ahead. Things like having your will done and storing your personal information. So the will prep platform allows you to have those legal documents done online, and Tenzing allows you to save all of that personal information and have access with your family members to retrieve that. So, you know, I created this presentation just to give you some really quick examples. If you're interested in getting Everest, how you can actually use these services. So let me try to show you in a very easy to understand way. So if anyone is interested, they would sign up, they would apply for this type of coverage, and we would send something in the mail, a nice little welcome package that tells you the type of services that you have and how to actually set it up. What you do is everything's online. You would go to our website, create an account, just address, basic password. And this is where you have access to all of our instructional videos, the will prep, tensing, all of those things that we talked about. And it's super easy. We got videos less than 2 minutes long in English and French to help you better understand why it's important to plan ahead. One of the, I guess, really popular online tools that we have is called Will Prep. So many families are looking to get a will, a power of attorney, and a healthcare directive. Usually we don't end up getting these because it can end up costing quite a bit and it does take a lot of time. But with our platform, it is customized for each individual. And honestly, you can update it as many times as you need and you don't have to pay anything extra. So again, once you create that online account, you access the company called LawShare. And depending on which area you live in Canada, there's access to it. And you can create your power of attorney, your healthcare directive, and your last will. So if someone passes away, where does everything go? That's your last will. If someone becomes very ill and they are no longer capable of making financial or health decisions, the power of attorney and healthcare directive allow someone else to do those really important decisions. So you get all three. And again, it's super simple to do all of that online. Okay. It's multiple choice. It can take you, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour to finish your will prep. But again, you do not have to see a lawyer in person, and it's very straightforward. As long as you understand basic English, these documents can be done at the comfort of your own home. So Richard also mentioned, tools for estate management, planning ahead if something does happen to us, if we do pass away. And one of the most important things that we always say is to make sure that all of your personal information is stored somewhere. We have a platform called Tensing where you can store, organize, and retrieve all of this online. We've got unlimited cloud storage. And because we have over 25 million clients that have Everest across North America, it's actually very safe. We've got lots of layers of security, data encryption. And you're probably thinking, well, what kind of information do I actually have to save in order to plan ahead? So I actually created this list for you. It's a small list, but there's a lot more things that you can include. But just think about it. If you passed away, your family needs to know where a copy of your will is and all your other estate documents. They need to know if you do have insurance policies in place, bank statements, mortgage documents, your notice of assessment, memberships. The list can go on and on. And these are the things to really handle the estate when someone passes away. So having this information stored, it's really going to make a world of a difference for your family, and it's going to make things basically get completed much quicker than not being able to find any of this. So using the Tensing platform, it really, really helps the family after, the funeral and all of those things are kind of done. So that's a really quick snapshot of the online services that we have. And the last thing is the most important. It's what Everest is really known to do, and that is planning those final arrangements when the family needs us the most. So I think last year our services actually increased by 60%. And this is an idea of how it actually works. So if someone passes away, their family is going to give us a call. We're available 24/7. We connect them to a funeral director that's licensed. We discuss what they want us to do. If they want the funeral home, for example, very close by to where they live, we have access to all of those locations, pricing, etc. And so number 3 on the chart you see is we are going to review everything. We're going to research places, we're going to shop around, and if we can help save money for the family, we're definitely going to negotiate on their behalf. Once we get all that, we finalize these arrangements, we make the plan, we really work with the family, and we get this all done with the family members in the funeral home. So, this process could be maybe 2 days, it could be a week, it could be a couple weeks. It really depends on what the family wants us to help them with. But again, we do have over 25 million clients that have this service, and it is used, unfortunately, quite often. But having the support for your family in this time, it makes a world of a difference to make this very effective and very seamless, and of course efficient through this entire way. So Everest is very unique. The only way you can actually get this is through World Financial Group, and reach out to someone to get a little bit more information about this. And there's a lot more we can share, but this is just a quick snippet of what we offer. So Richard, I'm going to pass it back to you, and if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Okay. So if is Everest available all around the world, or is just in North America?
If you want to be an actual policy holder, you do have to be in North America, Canada, and the US. But the services that we offer, the planning, it can be anywhere around the world. So someone passes away in another country, or vice versa, they want to get buried back in their home country. These are things that we can absolutely facilitate.
Okay. Are there any extra charges for that?
There are. So one thing I want to clear up is that we help plan the funeral, but the family actually has to pay for everything. So for example, a funeral service is going to cost money. Having a burial plot to purchase is going to cost money. So Everest doesn't pay for that, but in our actual package, there is insurance. There's an insurance component that's actually going to help cover those costs. So if there's a bill, for example, it goes direct to the family, and they can use the insurance proceeds to cover those costs.
Okay. So you mentioned the costs. So that means if someone wants to plan for a funeral, how much usually is a funeral, like the cost?
So on average, if somebody wants to get buried, let's say in Canada, and they want to have a funeral service with a monument casket, you can look at something $15,000 to $20,000. That's the average cost. If someone wants to get cremated with a service, it could be $10,000, right? There's many different options, and different funeral homes have different prices. So that's where we kind of step in and help with that negotiation part.
Okay. So, but for the cost of the funeral, you guys only offer the life insurance product to cover for those costs, right?
Yes, there's always going to be life insurance embedded into the package, and there's different product lines that you can actually purchase in Canada and the US based on the need that the family is looking for.
Okay. Can you elaborate the last part that you said?
Yes. So for example, Canada, you can get all of the services that we talked about, and you can get an insurance policy ranging from $10,000 to $50,000, right? Or you can get different products. We also call something as a universal life product, where you can get more than $100,000 of insurance coverage with the Everest services. So it really depends on the need for that individual, how much insurance they're looking for, and then we would determine what type of product would best fit their profile.
Okay. So tomorrow, let's say I'm shopping around for to plan for funeral and all that, the casket, everything, like the whole ceremony. What's the process? I could just get through Everest. I could get the insurance policy to cover for those costs, and then everything would be taken care of on your side, just to make sure, like, to people.
Yeah, to give you a very simple answer is you connect with a WFG advisor that could help you apply for the Everest package. And let's say you want something to cover funeral cost, you can get $25,000 Everest package. On average, these things, it really depends on age, but it could be $30, $40 a month. Again, it varies depending on what they want, but they apply for it, and the next day the policy's in force. They have access to all the services and the insurance part of it. And if they do have any questions, of course, we open 24/7 and we can help them get everything set up.
Okay. So I guess there's more information if people want to research. I guess they could go on what's the website if people are in Canada and in the US for more information about Everest and what they offer.
Yep, so you can just go to everestfuneral.ca. Even if you're in the States, it's still the same website. We have general information about our services there, but again, the best way to get all of the detailed info is really to connect with a WFG advisor, and they would have access to a lot of the pricing and a lot of the detailed product info too. But the website is just as sufficient.
Okay, no problem. Thanks a lot, Shaleen, for your time for the presentation. It was very good, very informative. So I hope everybody got some value in the presentation. So on that note, my name is Richard. Thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this episode of Welcome to a Better Lifestyle. I know it's not a popular topic that people want to talk about, but like I said, we're all busy with work, life, family, but sometimes it's good to think about those things if something would happen tomorrow, for to avoid any conflicts and complications at the end, because things sometimes can get complicated. So thank you very much once again, Shaleen, for your time. And everybody, on that note, thank you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye, everybody.